Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Crash Bandicoot. I'm fully expecting this to be the finale. We've whacked the other 5 bosses, it's just me and Cortex. So first, Great Hall. And this was so funny, because it's like, wait, but the exit's right there. Unless this isn't really the exit. I mean, is it? And yes, it is. They figured some people might just want to skip to the end, so they apparently made that an option. But then you go back and you're like, wait, what did I miss? What's the rub here? And this was my first secret ending. I mean, secret in air quotes, because they leave the gem right there naturally, but still, it was neat to discover this, and I don't think I can actually do this. Are those just outlines? Yeah, they are. I think you need to unlock a certain amount of gems in order to access that. Oh well, but basically it's like, instead of fighting Cortex, you and Tana can just ride out on a dragon. Yes, a dragon. A literal just, you and Tana riding on a flying, funny-looking dragon, instead of taking the violent route. But screw that. There's a villain, he needs to pay, and, like, he might go off and conquer the rest of the world if we don't stop him anyway, so whatever. Okay. Let's rock. You, Cortex. So. Whoop. Ow, I don't have Aku. I do have a lot of lives. Unfortunately, you can't spin him. The way you gotta do it is you gotta watch for the green lasers he shoots and spin him back! That would have been so much more awesome if I had actually done it, of course. Boom! There was no real indication on whether or not you could do that, so I'm sure a lot of players just banged their head and died repeatedly. And I'm about to do that, even though I know the answer. Darn you, Cortex. Why is the castle on fire? Why is everything on fire? Did I do that? Or are you throwing a hissy fit? Right, and sometimes they do just come wending in from the sides. Man, this boss fight is actually really hard. I don't think I even had a full appreciation for that as a kid. It's like, all I knew was spin the green to win. But you know, eventually you die enough, you're willing to try anything, and then once you do find you can blast that back, you're probably like, oh my god, I'm unstoppable now! Or you're enraged that that's what the devs thought of. But oh well. Fortunately, I missed my shot, so I gotta let him do this again. Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta combine them, that's right. Oh well. How long will that stay there? Oh, it'll give me a sporting chance, it will. Lovely. Alright. I'm game if you are, Doc. Where'd you get your degree? Oh right, the School of Villainy and Crash to Insanity. I forgot that's canon now. Oh, ending up and down like a sine wave. No worries. Dang it. But then I jump for the wrong bullet. I miss Aku Aku! Well, good. My toe got it. Suppose if I really cared, I could just go back and get a mask. But, it's not gonna be a finale if I don't work for it, right? Yes, you, Cortex. Fried me like so many... You know, I think I have to stop talking. Oh, Aku! Yay! The pity mask! I'll take it! Yeah, I'm afraid I won't be doing a completionist run on this channel. Because, let's be real, there's a reason I haven't gotten into it in my 26 years of existence. I think I would pull my hair out. But hey. That's your own challenge, right? You go do that and give yourself an ego boost. Okay, I've got a wee bit of leeway, but I can't expect that to carry me. One more. Boom! Shakalaka. Did it go on this long in the original? Did he do that in the original? I can't remember. Certainly looks a lot different than I remember. But it's pretty awesome nevertheless. Him on his hovercraft, you on the blimp, severely outmatched. Still find a way to make it work because you're kick-ass! You're Crash Bandicoot! You defy logic and spin bullets back! Because you're insane, and you're determined. There we go. Getting into it now. Yeah! One more! I've still got my Aku mask. Oh, bye-bye! See you next game, sucker! Oh, this is a short finale. Cortex incapacitated. Because I thought the Great Hall was going to be open as part of that. Yay! My girlfriend's taller than me. That actually kind of rocks. Okay. Then we just fly off into the sunset, and then she never appears again. Except in this version, so apparently, like, someone relaxed their standards? Or maybe they just redesigned her enough that they could buy it. I don't even know. It's weird that people gotta get all picky about the copyright in the first place. Well. So. Final assessment of the game. You know, it's difficult to be objective, because Crash will always remain near and dear to my heart. It was like my first video game ever. So, you know, any change is gonna, like, bring out the old man in me. It's like, they didn't do it this way. But, you know what, again, if I have to ask myself, is this Crash? Yeah, it is. It's prettier. And maybe it doesn't have the same, like, charming vertex animation weirdness that the first one did. Where it looked like an old school cartoon, but it's still got the wackiness, it's still got the, you know, the flavor that Crash had. And it still retained all of the difficulty. Boy howdy, did it ever. Yes, and that's what we play it for, isn't it? I've heard somewhere that they actually made his hitbox a bit smaller, which could make it harder. Like, if that's what you're looking for, a twist on an old favorite, then you might find it here. If I ever do decide to, like, hunt down all the achievements and the collectibles and all that, I'm sure that will be very satisfying to finally get through. Same way Celeste made me feel boneless at the end, most likely. You know, it probably says enough about this game's reputation and how it touched so many players that they even got a revamp out like this. I think people were asking for that for, like, every console, but here's, like, an actual graphical pretty up at long last. And then Spyro is, of course, getting his own, so that, you know, those two go together a lot, and there's a reason for that. These were, like, the pioneers of third-person platforming. Third-person 3D platforming, to be more precise. And there were bugs, but you know, people learn from those bugs. And even even through it all, there was challenge and aha and oh my god and yes moments throughout, as any good platformer will do. Yes, I'm so scientific about the way I describe this, I know. Anyway, but yeah. Like, gangster marsupials, random machinery, a guest star appearance by the Hulk. You never knew what to expect around the next corner, and that's why it popped out so much. It's like they were just doing stuff. They were just throwing stuff on screen, and people ate it up because they had never seen anything like this before. And that's why, even if it doesn't end up appealing to you personally, you gotta salute the Bandicoot. But you know, I don't know why it wouldn't, because it's charming, it's funny, it's teeth-gritting challenge. If you're looking for a good challenge, you will find it here. The next games get a bit more relaxed on the difficulty, because, again, they found that, like I said at the beginning, they kind of found that better balance of fun and frustration. They didn't want to just drive players away completely. But it still keeps up the pace enough that, you know, you're still doing your thinking on the fly, you're still having the oh my god, what do I do now moments midway through. And you're still gonna kill yourself a million times for that life, let's be honest. Anyway. And then I'm going to be doing the next few games pretty soon after this, so you're going to see how they ended up putting twists on the difficulty. Like, they introduced the Nitro Crate. It's kind of like a TNT that hops occasionally. Makes you a little bit extra nervous, and of course, maybe a smidge harder to avoid in the right circumstance. They gave Crash more moves, but I can't go into that too much right now, of course. That's the future. Like, point is, they started with something great, and then they just learned from it and they made it better. That's the sign of a good dev. And it's not like they started this with the, or at least I don't think they started this with the intent of making a sequel, but it clearly won enough attention that they just made a big ol' extensive series out of it, and for a long while it kept up the quality and the same. Well, not the exact same, what would be the point of that, but you know, same kind of flair and challenge and random, oh my god, I can't believe I died to that, that's so kind of difficulty to it. Again, I'm such a professional at describing this, aren't I? It's also like freaking, what, 10:30, and I've done 3 other episodes of this, no, 4, give me a break. Okay. Yes, who am I shouting at? No one's even called me on it yet. I'm just preempting the comments! Anyway. And that soundtrack, though. Man. That's just a reminder of happy times all around as well. How it kept you nervous at just the right moments, like on that frickin' foggy bridge. But also had those little quirky moments throughout. Hogwild. Forever gonna be a track that just makes me smile on command. Because that's the memory of Crash just like looking back at the camera like, I'ma do it, and then just tackling a pig into a roll, coming up riding. You know, it's probably a good thing Cortex was so quick, because the credits are long. That may not be very boring to watch, but you get to listen to me talk. Yeah. Okay. Oh my. Look at that, y'all. Challenge accepted, am I right? Yeah, there was also just so much... What? Oh, those are the levels for next time as well. Okay, well, at any rate. There's so much that I don't think I really had a full appreciation for learning platformers until I had to describe them out loud doing this. This game, I mean, again, I beat the second game first because it was easier, but this series was so instrumental to teaching you how to... No Bandicoots are harmed in the creation of this game. Crash would like to have a word about that, I'm sure. Yeah. What was I doing? Yeah, there were so many things about learning the platformer that I didn't have a full appreciation for until I had to voice them out loud to you guys as I was doing this. Like, that tension of allowing yourself to be caught in midair for just an extra moment with nothing underneath you. How to commit to your jump rather than second-guessing it partway through. How to just find the moment where everything seems crazy, where you can wait and analyze and think. This game, this whole series is just so great for learning platformers, for getting an understanding of how it all flows together, how it works, how, like, you gotta treat it like a dance or a song or a rehearsal. You gotta remember all the little steps that go into flowing into it all together between the checkpoints, not just jumping to the part you wanted to do, or that's sticking out foremost in your mind. How to patiently treat each step with the care it deserves. And I'm sure there's like a whole slew of logic you could bring out of that. Kinda blanking right now, but you know, I'm glad I got to pay homage to this game, because it will forever and always be one of the good ones. One of the true gems of video game history. So, yeah, I expect I'll be running through the rest of the N Sane Trilogy pretty soon here. Just for that same reason, because I love Crash Bandicoot. So, this timeline has been stabilized. If you liked what you saw, please go support the developers and all they do, and spread as much positive energy as you can. But for now, thank you all for seeing it through to the end. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and remember, you all have the potential to get good. Quest complete! Bye-bye.